what's happening? I set my camera up on the dash. I'm parked in the woods. Randomly enough, an old lady just walked by me. I don't know where she came from or where she's going, but it's pretty rainy out. She was in a rain jacket. She doing something. No problem. They can't fix something if they don't know about it. Thank you, Mom. Message from my mom there. We stopped at... Remember a while back I did a video walking for water. We went to go get some water from that natural spring. Well, we filled up several bottles last night on the way home, and I just swallowed one full bottle, and before I knew it, well, not before I knew it was gone, right? And then about halfway home, I went to grab another bottle out of the back, and as I'm bringing it to my mouth, I'm like, that smelled a little funky. Hey, Frankie, smell that. And she's like, ew, it smells like fish. I'm like, yeah, it does. The water in that spring did not have a good smell on it. So I asked my mom to contact the DNR station in that area because she has a good rapport with them. A better rapport than I do. And she said that they would go check it out and to pass along a thank you and all that good stuff. Sorry, I'm packing up a bowl here. I had to leave the house kind of in a hurry. I am not at work today. I don't have to work until later this evening. I might not have to work at all. So, quick dealio. Tonight, I have to do a grease exhaust cleaning in the kitchen at a hospital. Guess what that means? Local medical facilities, I don't know, all medical facilities, especially hospitals, want to test you before you go in there. So, okay, thanks for the repeat message. So, we're going to see if I can convince them otherwise. I will go as far as telling them I will spit on the swab, but it ain't touching my body. Period. Now here's what worries me about this. I'm not going to lose my job over it. But it's going to piss off my boss a lot because this was already rescheduled from last Thursday when an employee called in sick. And I told my boss, hey, such and such called in sick. He's not doing well. We have to reschedule the job at the hospital tonight. He got pissed immediately. He's like, oh, he already knew whoever's in charge over there, Beth or whatever is going to be super pissed off, man. Fuck. Da-da-da-da-da. So then he reschedules it for Monday, today, for me. So I'm going to be very polite. I'm going to exercise a little give and take, okay? I will tell them, look, I will wear a mask the whole fucking time I'm in this building if you'd like. I will wear gloves. I'll be wearing gloves anyway. The whole fucking time I'm in this building if you'd like. Honestly, I should be wearing a mask anyway. That degreaser we have is probably going to give me fucking cancer. This stuff eats stainless steel. It's a level 8 corrosive. So, I've watched it literally eat aluminum to liquid in a few hours. So realistically, I should probably be wearing a respirator anytime I'm dealing with that shit. But I don't. Anyway, so there's that. So I'll tell them I'll do this for you, I'll do this for you. I'm not leaving the kitchen. Okay? I'll spit on the swab from 3 feet away if you'd like. But I will tell them I have moral convictions, and that thing ain't touching my body. Okay? It got brought up today while I was talking to my mom on the phone about that spring water, and she's like, "What is this? I understand where you come from with the vaccines, Eric. What's the problem with the test? It's just a test, right?" Oh yeah, just a test. Where do you even start with that one? So actually, I started with just telling her, well, you know, it's another stepping stone, and I'm fucking tired of these stepping stones. Moving on. We'll see what happens with that. I got a lot to talk about. I'm already in 6 minutes. Last time I talked to you, I was going to. Did I upload I think I uploaded a video. I did. So that video I uploaded about craft beers coming, I just thought I'd just kind of show that with you. So like I've talked about my older brother a lot, right? He's like a master restoration specialist. He's a master bow maker. He's a master brewer, right? He's like a master horticulturalist. You know, these aren't like self-proclaimed titles. He's pretty badass. So anyway, I was there. I showed up at the brewery, and he was just putting in a little bit more work. And actually, in that video, you can hear him and two people talking in the keg cooler. And he, if you care, I guess, he's the one with the deeper voice. And he's kind of laying down a little bit of law to someone else. And that other person is like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. What else? I told you guys I was going to go to an Amish farm, which I did. So I made like 4 videos yesterday just for you guys, and I couldn't do either one of them. Several stupid reasons. None of them got uploaded. We watched the sunrise together, and then I fucked up and showed literally the exact place I was at, like the name and all. And I was like, I probably should delete that. So I deleted that one, started another one. The sun was already up, but it was still just right above the horizon. So we started again, and then that video just cut off after 3.5 minutes. The camera just shut down completely. I'm like, damn it. And so I deleted a couple videos, started to make another one. So I guess I made 3 videos last night. And the third video was just, or yesterday morning, the third video was like the sun was already risen. I'd already did a couple laps around town. And honestly, I was just tired of repeating myself, so I just stopped. But I did go to that Amish farm, and if anybody has never been to an Amish farm, that place was super, super cool. Okay? I could spend 20 minutes talking about this. The guy, you know, huge red beard, completely clean shaven, all in the face. You know, the clothes they were wearing. You know, it's funny, like the kind of like shiny jean material they were wearing. That's like trending in a lot of stores, and it has been for a while. I remember when I worked at Macy's like 15 years ago, those jeans were going for like $100 a pop. And he's working in them because that's all he has, right? It's just the clothes they have. It's crazy. He has his own sawmill, which we went and purchased a bunch of lumber. He has his own metal, I don't know what you call it, metal bending machine. I don't know. He makes like metal roofing and siding, right? He can bend that. They're allowed to have electricity. They're allowed to use electricity, but it's not allowed in their home. Their dwelling, right? So the sawmill they had was just a gas sawmill, and these boards they cut were fucking primo. All right? I couldn't find a cupped board, a twisted one. I mean, these were all looked like they were cut with laser precision and dried perfectly. They were all straight. We got a whole trailer full. I'm not even, maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't give a fuck. So, like, because good secrets are hard to keep if you tell everybody. But, go to the Amish to buy lumber, okay? Do you know how many people are aware of the current lumber prices? I'll tell you right now, in Marquette, Michigan, at the Menards store, which is like the biggest, retailer of lumber supplies, and, it's Menards. It's like fucking Lowe's. Menards is selling a whitewood, untreated 2x4, 8-foot for $9.69 right now. One 2x4, $10 fucking dollars. You know how much these 2x4s cost? Perfect. You didn't even have to dig through a fucking 100 of them to find 3 good ones. $2.10. They don't believe in inflation. The fuck do they need inflation for? They don't care about money. They care about growing their own food. So, that was super cool, man. We loaded up a bunch of lumber. We went down to his, he said, I'm going to have the boys load you up at the barn because he had to go do other things, right? Amish are busy fucking people. We actually interrupted him from moving a family and then interrupted his brother-in-law from plowing the field. Dude, this guy had a team of 3 horses and a fucking plow like you'd see 200 years ago just plowing the field. That was the coolest shit ever, man. They grow up speaking like a Dutch Germanic language, and the kids don't learn English until they're about 7 or 8 years old. That's when they start introducing the English language to them. Excuse me. All right. DNR, blah, blah, blah. Thanks, Mom. So, we pull up to the pole barn, and here come 4 kids running down a hill from the house. All wearing the exact same clothes. 2 of them were wearing straw hats. The other 2 weren't. They're all wearing the exact same rubber, like, farm boots. And, they said, you here for the... This kid was probably 8 years old. The kid was probably 8 years old. Maybe younger. He says, are you here for the metal? I said, yes, sir, we are. This dude opened up the barn, started, like, some machinery. It was crazy. I wanted to take a picture and some video of it, but they are not keen on that, on having their pictures taken. And I didn't want to disrespect, I would have definitely disrespected them, so I didn't want to do that. I had my phone out and the camera on, and it was just kind of sitting by my waist. And I was kind of waiting for none of them to really be paying full attention to me. And I was just going to pop up and snap a quick picture of what they were doing, because it was insane. And then every time I was about to, I saw one of the kids just like a blank stare. And I didn't know how to take it at first, but really they were just observing. They were just observing, right? Another guy pulls in. He'd never been there before either. He said he heard this was a metal place. Maybe could get some metal for cheap locally without having to drive 2 hours for it. And he looked at me and goes, holy shit, man, they start them young here, don't they? I'm like, yeah, dude, no shit. Makes me feel like I'm not doing good as a parent when these kids are like running heavy equipment. Craziness. Making sales, completing transactions and such. The dude's name was Chris, the Amish dude. His fingers were this big around, big old sausage fingers. I was expecting this grizzly handshake. It was the softest, subtle handshake ever. And I mentioned that to my brother. I said, man, for them big old sausage fingers he had quite the soft handshake. And he said, of course he did. There's no pride involved in his life. Zero pride.